Oh no. Well, no, it's we're live already. Oh no. Sorry, a couple seconds late. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, 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 dear. Let me see. Is it we live yet? I think we are live. Yeah, we are live. Let's see. Yeah, that we're live on Twitch. Tw- Twitch.tv/Bill's Box of Sound. And let's see here. Also, YouTube. We're on YouTube. YouTube. Let's see. Let's see if our audio is okay. Let's see. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. Come on. Oh yeah. All right. Looks like everything is working fine. I'm going to get rid of this screen. I'm going to get rid of that screen so I free up as much bandwidth as possible. I'm going off of Wi-Fi so that I'm connected directly to the router. Let's see here. Okay, we're still connected. We're still good. All right then. Well, let's play some music. Be right back. Oh yes. Yeah, no, I'm not dead yet. You can hope, you can pray, you can wish, but I'm not dead yet. Okay. Good evening. It is January the 4th. And my name is Bill, and this is Bill's Box of Sound. This is a can of Diet Coke. And there is a glass full of ice, which has been rinsed a little bit so it doesn't foam so damn much. Oh, yeah. That's so good, so good, so good. Yes, whatever libation you are drinking this evening, get to it. Aye. Ugh. So, what were we listening to when we started this show, aside from me ranting and raving? Well, let's just take a quick look over at the turntable over there. Let's see, we got things in the way. There we are. There's the turntable. Let's see. Whoa. Let's see here.
All right, letter B.
Okay. That's a copy of my album. And it's being played backwards at the wrong speed. Just for gits and shiggles. Yes, indeed. There's a little bit different view of how things are going. Let's take the queuing thing off of here. All right. Yeah, I thought I'd just do something different. And, well, it's Saturday night and everything's all right. And, of course, 10 o'clock here in the East Coast. And, hey, it's Bill's Box of Sound, a live stream, which happens about every Saturday. Sometimes earlier in the day, sometimes later in the day. Today it's late. So, hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a fantastic New Year's and a happy New Year to all of you. Now, yikes, the chat room's going crazy. So, let me take a look and see what you're up to. Got Memphis Lonnie. Lonnie scanned the playroom and he swallowed up all he found. It was 48 hours till Lonnie came around. Live. Oh, okay. Yeah, we know this already. Memphis Lonnie. Oh, Bill's Box of Meh. All right. Cool. All right. What's going on? Oh, you're seeing Dweezil in 2 weeks from tonight in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, I would guess. Which is where my wife and I would love to vacation someday. And just see all the wonderful things that are in Memphis. I mean, we went to Nashville one year, dug that a lot, but I really would like to see Memphis TN sometime. And the reason why I ran out of the room at the very beginning of the show is because I saw this one from my good friend Paul Ayers. Hello there, Paul. The news CD reissue of Recombo DNA has made me so salivating over old classic Devo. My wife is getting into them now. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's always nice to have your spouse be into the same weird stuff that you're into. Um, my wife not crazy about Devo, but she understands. She can't stand 98% of Frank Zappa. She likes a couple of Primus songs. That's a good thing. She likes a few XTC songs. Okay, we're getting closer. So, you know, what are you doing? Let's see. You're also getting into Guided by Voices and Neil Young. And let's see. We're finding out all about Paul tonight, folks. My good friend is a fan of old classic post-punk, but doesn't know much Devo. I recommended him Sloppy. Okay, that's a great tune. I love that track. All right, good evening to the north of Carolina, Avanid Beaker. Oh, and we got DJ Trish in the house. Good to see you. Where is it? I just had it out just a few minutes ago. I had yes. I haven't put it back in my pile yet, but I've got your Christmas mixtape, mix CD. And I had an idea about mixtapes. And we'll I may talk about that later on. I don't know. Anyway, so what else? Whoa, wait a second. You listened to the Grand Wazoo for the first time today? You're talking about this lovely thing right here, the Grand Wazoo. which says it's by the Mothers, but it's actually by Frank Zappa. What a great album! I mean, this is the closest that Frank ever got to big band jazz, but still, it's all Zappa music. This is a great record. Anyway, let's keep on moving on like it's nobody else's business. And you played Frle Fry for the 999th time. You know what that means? One more time, and you can say, I've listened to that 1,000 times, and I still love it. Oh, anyway. Wait a minute here. Kevin, feeling better? Well, I hope you weren't under the weather. That would be a bad thing. I will say one thing that got both Kevin and I despondent over the past few weeks was the death of Zakir Hussain. There was a couple of weeks where I didn't do shows, and he passed away somewhere in there. And who is he? Probably the best tabla player that there ever was. Great musician, member of Shakti. And Kevin and I saw Shakti and John McLaughlin in Ann Arbor last year, and great show. Just very sad that he passed away. Anyway, if you weren't feeling well, I'm glad that you're feeling better. That's always good. Thumbfinger in the house. Yes. Hey, what else we got here? Says, hey, have you ever listened to the Twin Keys? No, I have not. Well, I'll have to check that out. Let's see. Let's see. Twin Keys and that Gaster del Sol that I believe Paul Ayers is always raving about. Got to listen to them, but no, never heard of them. And you think I'd love them? Fantastic. Okay. See, yeah, you know what? Back when we were planning on going, those were the two things at the top of our list. Sun is a bit of a problem because my wife is disabled, and they don't have wheelchair accessible stuff there at the Sun studio. But you never know; I may make it out there someday. All right, what else? I played Injustice for All on New Year's Eve, and my first play of the year was "Mommy, What's a Funkadelic." What is funk? I love Funkadelic. Anyway, let's see. No, you said not dead yet. Oh, okay, good. Yes, not dead yet. I'm getting better. All right. Let's see. If you go to Graveland, just be advised, it's an expensive tour now. Okay. Let's see. I would bet money that you'll dig the Twin Keys. I stake my reputation on it. Whoa, that's a bold statement right there. I would. Okay. Challenge accepted. I'm going to check it out. Okay. Let's see. Graceland. Oh, Graveland. I get it. Graveland. I'm guessing that they upped the prices. I think maybe there was a problem with with the Presley estate, and they raised the prices. It's already cramped in there as well as it is. Anyway, let's see. Mowgli says we drove to Memphis for a road trip in the '90s, and all I could afford for a Sun Studio souvenir was a guitar pick, but I don't play. Well, I depending on who you ask, I don't play guitar, but I got my keys and I got my two axes right here. Anyway, whew. So what's going on now? Who was it? Was Paul? You were talking about Rambo DNA being re-released on CD. Well, did you know that when Rambo DNA first came out, it was on CD? Only on CD, yes. What we're talking about, folks, is a compilation by Devo. Okay, This is all sorts of early recordings that Devo had before they got a record contract. And even before they started releasing their own records. I mean, like when Devo started releasing records, they released their own. And the demand for those records just went through the roof because Devo is Devo. But like they put out Jocko Homo backed with Mongoloid, and then they had Satisfaction backed with Sloppy, and I think what was a third one? Well, anyway, you get it. You get it. So, back in the year 2000, there was a thing that Rhino Records had out called Rhino Handmade. And what this was seriously limited editions of records from the Warner's, Reprise, Elektra Atlantic archive. Because, Rhino was a little bit of a different company back then than it is now. So, they said, we're going to put out 5,000 copies of this CD called Recambo DNA. And here it is. Recambo DNA. This is the original version of it. And it was a numbered limited edition. I got number 2838 of 5,000. And this is 2 CDs. There's the first one. And then there's the second one. Very nice. Never wears out. And inside of this double CD case is, let's see here, some cool stuff. We've got artwork. We got Mothersbaugh artwork like crazy in here. Archival pictures. Look at this stuff. Stills from Love Without Anger. Recambo DNA. And all sorts of artwork. I believe these were on tape boxes that Mark Mothersbaugh did. Great stuff. I mean, just unbelievable artwork from Mark Mothersbaugh. Devo had so many songs before they actually released anything. Just amazing. So, okay. So that is one half of the artwork inside of there. You open up the other side. And let's see here. I was right. Memphis Lonnie says that once Lisa and Priscilla sold to that company, they jacked up the tour prices. Many years ago, I took the deluxe tour and saw all the side exhibits for $27. And now to do the same thing is well over $100. Well, what are you gonna do? But thank you for the fair warning. Anyway, then there is a this is an actual booklet that comes in the second half of there. And let's see, is that the back or is it the front? This thing's like double-sided because you get this and there's the artwork, but you turn it around, it's upside down. So that's right side up, that's right side up. So let's take a look at this booklet here. It's got something similar to the Three Dog Night cover where they're giving birth to an album. Let's see. And all sorts of copy put together by the guys. Of course, lovely Mark Mothersbaugh artwork in here. All sorts of archival photos. talk and explanation about all the tracks. Yeah, Pink Pussycat, Goo Goo Itch, Strange Pursuit, The Day My Baby Gave Me a Surprise. Yeah, some of you folks have been digging on the Art Devo package, which came out I think it's almost a year ago. And that was stuff that was recorded even before this. Just look at all this great stuff here. Great Devo artwork. And yeah, just liner notes for each and every single song. More stuff there. Even more. Big mess. It was really mixed up. And yeah, this has all sorts of demo versions of songs that made it onto Devo albums. This is great, great stuff. And I've got the vinyl version as well. But since you were talking about the new reissue of Rambo DNA, I thought that I'd whip that out and show it to you because I got some other stuff to talk to you about as far as other artists. And ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. I did hear the bluegrass cover of Mongoloid by the Hotfoot Quartet. It was great. And yeah. I don't have a copy of it. I should track that down. There's a store that Kevin and I went to called Late Night Records in Cleveland. I might check see if they've got a copy. Anyway, so this morning I got a message on Facebook, and I want to make sure I don't butcher this guy's name. I'll just I will attempt to say his first name, Vita, and I believe he's been in the chat room of the live stream one time or another. But anyway, he knows, and well, lots of us are big Primus fans here, and he asked me. He says, okay. I would like to ask, what is your opinion of the Revenant Juke box set? Have you spinned it? Would appreciate your word about it. And I wasn't quite sure, and I looked it up. And what it is Third Man Records has this subscription service called The Vault, where they put out recordings that may have been out of print for a long time or had have never been released. There's all sorts of White Stripes box sets. There's a Willie Nelson box set. There's several Jack White box sets. As a matter of fact, let me go grab one that's up in that corner over there. Because there was a time. What's this? No, it's not that one. Not that one. This one. Here we go. Oh, okay. All right. Here we have what they do is the Vault is a subscription service. Costs like $60 every 3 months, so it comes out four times a year. And I believe the price has gone up. It's much more than $60 now. But one of the things was here's a box set of Jack White live at Bonnaroo in 2014, and that's when this came out. I mean, I there's a lenticular thing here, and check it out. Yep, there you go. And I don't subscribe to this anymore because it just got too expensive, and too much music that I was not interested in was coming out on it. And then I missed out on the Trout Mask Replica box set. Ew. But anyway, so these boxes would include like at least a 2 record set. Here we got Live at Bonnaroo, blue vinyl. That's a 2-record set. It's a 3-record set. I'm sorry. 3-record set of Jack White Live at Bonnaroo, 2014. And there's some artwork. And there's a little USB thing. From what I remember, there wasn't much on here. Maybe just a digital version of the music. There is also, let's see here, a sticker, or is that a photograph? I think it's just a photo. Jack White, 2014 World Tour. Let's see. This album is dedicated to the loving memory of Isaiah Ike Owens. Right there. There is also a patch, which you can put onto your clothing. And then there is a DVD of the performance, so you can watch the whole damn thing. Nice. And you know what? I never even opened up this DVD, so something I may want to watch soon. You never know. Okay, let's put all this stuff back in this lovely box. You know, sometimes they send it in a special bag. That was a collector's version. And Thump Finger, I know what. Yep. Okay, we're gonna get to it. All right. So anyway, I used to subscribe to this, and Primus, in association with Third Man, put out a box called the Revenant Juke, and let me bring it up on my screen here, and I'll share the artwork with you. Let's see. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and share my screen. What do we want on here? Present. Share screen. There we go. All right. Let's take a look at this, see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's me, and there it is. So that is the cover of the Revenant Juke, a collection of fables and farce. Now, what it is, or was, is singles. Primus is not necessarily a singles band, even though they did put out a best of collection called Singles, which resembled a package of Velveeta cheese with individually wrapped slices. But I digress. Primus has never put out a 7-inch single, no 45s whatsoever, and they still haven't. But this one exception, this box set right here, the Revenant Juke, a collection of fables and farce, and it's got all these tracks on it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7-inch singles, each one representing an album. Okay, so it's got like a booklet, and it's got that on the back, and it's got some copy on here. And let's see, I believe this is the cover of the first one. And the first record is on yellow vinyl. It's got John the Fisherman. And it's got Too Many Puppies. Okay. Second one, Welcome to El Sobrante. We got Jerry Was a Race Car Driver on green vinyl. back with Tommy the Cat. Third one. Don't you just love this artwork? Now, who was it that jumped in and talked about this? Oh yeah, it was Thumpfinger, who is a Primus freak as I am. And he says, I have this jukebox set. It's cool to have. It has lots of art by Adam Gates, aka Bob C. Cock. And yet, you know what? It does look a lot like the Ralph Steadman artwork, but it's different. It's a little different, but yeah, it does remind me of Ralph Steadman's artwork. So for this record, which is the let's see, the third one, it's got "My Name Is Mud" and Mr. Crinkle from Pork Soda. Now, this particular disc runs at 33 RPM, I guess because of the length of the songs on there. Next one. And yeah, I can see with the lines how you'd think that that would be a Ralph Steadman type artwork. But this one on blue vinyl is Winona's Big Brown Beaver and Southbound Pachyderm, also at 33 RPM instead of 45 RPM. And we've got this one, which, if you take a look at the sign of that fast food place in the background, it says Dee's Diner, which is a throwback to a song off of the Purple Onion album by Les Claypool. And that one on orange vinyl has Shake Hands with Beef and Over the Falls from the Brown album. And that one runs at 45 RPM. And then, I believe this is the last one, little caricature of Mr. Claypool there with waves going over him. And this blue disc at 33 RPM has the Antipop and Coattails of a Dead Man on it. And that's it. That's the Primus Revenant Juke boxed set. And I thought, how cool. And sometimes I just get way too curious for my own good. And I start looking at things, and I thought, let's check this out on Discogs. I'll bet you this box goes for lots and lots of money. So, went to Discogs, and believe it or not, people are selling their boxes for a bargain price. Yes. So, somebody had one that they said it's in mint condition. Discs are near mint. And including shipping and tax, I paid less than $50 for mine. So I'm getting one in the mail as long as this this seller is legit. You know, I've heard stories of people who get raked over the coals on Discogs. I've been very, very lucky with my experiences on Discogs. And the worst experience I ever had buying something from Discogs is I bought the album Soul Mining by The. And it came, and there was this big scratch going right across the record. Let me just grab a sample record here. Here we go. Okay, so say this is your new record. The scratch went like right across here. It's like a straight line where it looked like somebody like taking a razor and just scratched right across. And you couldn't play it without hearing that on every single revolution. So I messaged the guy and sent him pictures of it, and he said, "Hey, I'm really, really sorry. I'm going to refund your money. Just send it back if that's okay. So I did. I sent it back. It cost me a couple of bucks in shipping. That's all. And you got to expect that risk when you buy stuff mail order. But that's the worst experience I ever had on Discogs. I'm sure that there's probably a couple of you who have had some pretty scary stories. So, anyway, I went and when I get it, I'll show you the discs here when I get it, and I'll let you know. Anyway, but I thought, you know what? There was one boxed set that I bought once, which is pretty cool, and I've only listened to like less than half of it, and I'm probably gonna change that this week. But if you're a fan of XTC, you're a fan of Andy Partridge, and he's got his own label called Ape House, and APE, I guess, stands for Andy Partridge Enterprises. And back in, what year was this? 20. Forget what year it was. There's a copyright date on this sucker someplace. I just saw it. Oh, wait, it's on the bottom. Copyright 2006, made in England. Okay, so it's this thing. The Andy Partridge Fuzzy Warbles Collector's Album. This is a boxed set of CDs with unreleased tracks, demo tracks, all sorts of stuff. And so there's the front and there's the back of it. And all of these song titles, they are on this plastic slip cover. You take the slip cover off, or as Abby DeVoe would say, let's take off the plastic. Let's pull off the plastic. And see it here? So it's like it's a big stamp album where you would collect stamps and put them in there. I believe at one time you could buy this box empty with one disc in it, and as the CDs came out, you would buy more of them, and it's packaged like a book, like a stamp album. So you open it up, and it's got this thing here with the 8 CD covers that it has, and it's got this thing here. Whoa! What's this? This is it's been years since I looked at this. How to use your hinges. Remove from sleeve, insert into player, and press play. So this is another CD that's in here. So I guess there's 9 CDs in this box. And this thing here says Andy Partridge, Fuzzy Warbles. Hit record and play, or a brief history of home sound capture. This is all stuff that Andy Partridge did by himself at his home. And this is a rather long booklet, which has some text in it, as well as pictures, descriptions, 300 truly rotten songs. I wish more people appreciated Andy Partridge so he could be a rich man off of his songs and put out more records. Let's see. Dashing and acoustic and whining away. Bashing and acoustic, yes. And is that the last one? That's next to last one. And I'm guessing that this picture here is the shed that Andy records in. So like I said, it's got some really nice stuff in here, and hinges are its instruments and vocals by Andy Partridge. All songs recorded at Andy's home, and it's got this cute thing on here, following the thing about this. It says it belongs to this person, right here, and give me a second. I'm going to show you all the discs that are inside of it. But somebody is madly texting me. What's going on here? Let's see. Holy crap. I will text you back in about an hour and ask you about it. I'm right in the middle of my live stream right now. Okay. Wow. Possible gig next week. I might not be doing a show. All right. So let's see here. Here is Fuzzy Warbles #1. It's got, like, say, Dame Fortune, Born Out of Your Mouth, Bolin Burstin', Don't Let Us Bug Ya, which was a song that he wrote for the movie James and the Giant Peach, which never came out because Disney wanted to rob him. Let's see, That Wag, which turned into That Wave. Ocean's Daughter, Goosey Goosey, Merely a Man, Summer Hot as This, Miniature Sun, all sorts of different tracks by Andy Partridge. So this is #1. This is Fuzzy Warbles #2. Fuzzy Warbles #3. Fuzzy Warbles #4. Always really interesting artwork from Andy and XTC. It's very hands-on with the design of his stuff because he's a very visual guy. Fuzzy Warbles #5. Fuzzy Warbles #6. There we go. Fuzzy Warbles #7. Right there. And last but not least, Ludiga Driller and Deep Heart. Oh, okay. I guess Ludiga Driller is supposed to be like maybe Russian or something uh for Fuzzy Warbles. All of them have a very similar back cover. But yeah, that's it. Very exciting. I've only listened to like the first 2 discs of this, and I really have to fix that. And I'm going to be taking one of my main turntables in for some service for 500,000 mile checkup and tune up, and so maybe I'll be experimenting listening to CDs for a couple weeks. So that is that. Let me finish putting that away, and we'll get to the next stuff here. It's lovely, lovely stuff. But yeah, the Primus box made me think about this, so I just had to pull it out and let you see it. Okay. All right, back to the chat room to answer your questions. Alrighty then. We're Only in It for the Money is the best Zappa album, according to Barry Bowman. Hey, Barry, how you doing? Good to see you. And you know what? I don't know if you've seen it or not. I did 2 videos once called "What is the best Frank Zappa album as voted by you?" and well, actually, no. What I did is I believe I searched on YouTube. I watched about 15 or 20 videos of people ranking Frank Zappa albums, and I wrote all of these down and scored them, and figured out that according to all of these polls, what do Zappa fans around the world think is the best Frank Zappa album? I don't have the list right in front of me. I haven't committed it to memory because I love all the Zappa albums. But I made a video about that. And then I said, well, nobody's made a worst Frank Zappa album. Uh-oh, I got to put this back in the Andy Partridge thing later on. Then I thought, well, you know what? People love their Frank Zappa albums. They love their rankings. But I'm thinking, there's a lot of people that only like some Frank Zappa, and they don't like some other Frank Zappa. Or they like one album more than another, and there's an album that they hate or something like that. So I put out a video, and I said, all right, you tell me, what is the worst Frank Zappa album? Not saying that it's bad. It's just saying, what is your least favorite Frank Zappa record? And since a lot of Frank Zappa fans watch my videos, I got responses. So people started commenting on that video, and I was checking it like every 6 hours or so for a few days. So after about a week or so, I tabulated everything, and I did a video of what is the least liked Frank Zappa album. It's very, very interesting. I will say one thing. The album that uh, that was, according to the people who responded, the worst Frank Zappa album ever, Thingfish. Now, there's a lot of people who love this record. It's one of the more difficult things to listen to as far as Frank is concerned. And it also has a lot of new versions of old Frank Zappa classics with new lyrics, different mixes, and a crazy story going around about it. And some guy was saying, well, isn't that a gargoyle on the front of that? No, that is the Thingfish. That's a character that Frank made up for the purposes of this story. And this story is about the government and germ warfare and all sorts of really crazy stuff. And it's kind of funny too. And there's a few songs that are only exclusive to this specific album. Ooh, don't do that. There we go. Like one song is "The Evil Prince," which is also available, I believe, on "You Can't Do That on Stage Anymore" Volume 4. I think it's 4, but it's a live version from the 1984 World Tour, and just the way that this song just metamorphosized into a different arrangement altogether was just stunning. And the Evil Prince on "You Can't Do That on Stage Anymore" also has a guitar solo, which is just, it's beautiful. And it's one of those guitar solos that brings tears to your eyes because it's so beautiful. It's fantastic. So, yeah, definitely cool. But yeah, We're Only in It for the Money is a favorite. It's definitely a high point in Frank's catalog. So important that I think I got like 4 copies of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 vinyl copies. I got several CD copies of it. So, yeah, it's a favorite. It is a favorite. So, what else is going on, folks? What's new with you in your world, eh? Because as usual, I don't have enough information to fill up a whole hour. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do more. Um, did it, Hey, anybody watch Grown Man Record Night last night? It was Mikey Banana's birthday. If you missed it, you can catch the show itself on YouTube. It's hold on a second. Yes, it's just Grown Man Record Night is the name of the channel, and the most recent video is the most recent show, and that was what was on last night. Anyway, it was Mikey's birthday, and it was a very entertaining show. Uh, Zonkman was there, Fever was there, Jay was not there. So that was cool. And what else is going on today in Zappa history? Let's check that out real quick. Where's my Zappa almanac? Let's see. Well, actually, back on New Year's Day was Gail Zappa's birthday, if she was still alive. And coming up on the 10th of January, which will be next Friday, will be Ainsley Dunbar's birthday, so we can celebrate that. And on the, let's see, and on the 12th is George Duke's birthday. Very cool. Let's see. What else is going on here? Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is the best sequel to the Orleans for the Money. Love it, Mr. Dayhiker. And let's see here. Ooh, you did a CD and cassette tag. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that. Oh, so the idea that I was talking about, and I got this idea from Grown Man Record Night last night as a gift to Mikey Bananas on his birthday. Somebody made a mixtape for him. No, not a mix CD. They actually made a cassette. They got a blank cassette, recorded songs on both sides, made lists of the songs, packaged it up, and sent it to him for his birthday. And I thought, that's cool. Because remember the 80s and the 70s when we used to make cassettes for people? And I'm thinking, somebody should do something like that where, if lots of people still have their cassette decks. I know I still got mine. As a matter of fact, I had one of my cassette decks overhauled last year. Cost me about $130, but boy, was it worth it. It sounds great. So make a cassette a cassette mixtape and send it to somebody. Somebody's got to start something like that on YouTube in the vinyl community. That'd be very cool. Like have rules for it. Maybe make a mixtape that's specifically tailored for the person you're sending it to and stuff like that. But the person has to know you're going to send them a tape, and you have to know that they have a cassette deck. So you never know. That would be a cool thing to do. Yeah. All right. What else is going on? I got to do some reading this week because I believe on the what is it? Either on the 6th or the 13th, Abigail DeVoe is going to come out with the Trout Mask Replica vinyl Monday. Can't wait for that. Gotta read up on it with the 33 and a third book. And as if on cue, get it, Bill, get it. Gotta listen to it as well. This is my copy of Trout Mask Replica, which I've had for many, many years. Just a little bit of ring wear up here. Sadly, I don't think it's got the original straight label. I think this is the reprise label. Let's pull this out and check it out, hey? And if you're a big Zappa fan and you had never heard this album, shame on you. Ugh. I love this gatefold. Yeah. Let's pull this out. Yeah, this is a later issue of it because it's got a Warner Brothers sleeve on it for their Lost Leaders. And the label is a reprise label of Mask Replica by Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band, produced by Mr. Frank Zappa. Ah, what a great record. And this has sides 1 and 2 on one record and sides 3 and 4 on the other. Back in those days, if it was a 2-record set, they would put it in automatic sequence, which would give you sides 1 and 4 on one record and sides 2 and 3 on the second one. Here we go. I should run this through the ultrasonic. Oh, speaking of that, the ultrasonic. Within the next few days, it's going to go live. I have a video about ultrasonic cleaners where I review 2 different ultrasonic cleaners and talk about the positives and negatives about them. And there is going to be a chance for you to be able to get a ultrasonic record cleaner at a deep discount. So keep an eye on my channel. You'll see that. So only got a couple of minutes left. Ooh, Pumping Vinyl Graveyard. Very, very, very envious. You have a near mint OG of Mask Replica. Nice. On the straight label, that would mean. All right, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my album back on 45 so you can listen to it that way. Let's see. Let's go to the... Oh. All right, folks, I want to thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you. Please, right now, hit the like button. Hit it now. Hit that like button. Hit it. All right. Don't ask me what the next Frank Zappa release is. I don't know. So I'm gonna rock out. Oh shoot! I want to talk about. I may talk about these next week. Don't buy these earplugs because they're not earplugs. They're just pieces of plastic you stick in your ear and they do nothing. Ugh. Anyway, this is me as a chipmunk. Alvin! Have a great time. Hope you do too. Have a great week. boy, when the tape is sped up, I play guitar really well. Thanks for tuning in.